never-ending crisis,
negotiated an agreement with the country of Venezuela,
now including the deportation of illegal immigrants. From theaters to clinics,
we decided to give our 10-day strike notice.
A walk-off that focuses on better pay and working conditions for nurses. And the holiday season is looking cheap. Record numbers making online shoppers happy. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Samantha Gutierrez.
And I'm Julian Davis. Today's Friday, October 6th, 2023.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
President Biden feeling walled off this morning, moving forward on a border barrier after campaigning against it. The White House announced it's waiving laws to build more border barriers, something Biden opposed during his presidential campaign.
CNN's MJ Lee has more on why Biden is forcing the continuation of this border wall construction.
The contentious political issue of the border wall.
Don't worry, we're going to build that wall.
Back in the spotlight. The Biden administration announcing that it is waiving 26 federal laws in order to greenlight the construction of a border wall in South Texas. The wall will be built using previously appropriated funds, specifically earmarked for this purpose under the Trump administration. But the building of the wall clashing with this explicit promise that Biden made as a presidential candidate.
There will not be another foot of wall constructed on my administration.
His then opponent, Donald Trump, made construction of a border wall a major rallying cry in his re-election campaign.
And we are now building that beautiful wall. And this powerful border wall is going up at record speed.
The administration's decision coming amid a surge of migrants at the U.S. southern border. The administration facing intense pressure, including from some Democratic lawmakers, to get the situation under control.
I am from a border state, and it's been a crisis on the border, on and off for decades. We've spent a lot of money on it, but we could always use more resources, money for Border Patrol.
President Biden himself defending the move on Thursday, saying he was powerless to stop the use of the funds.
The border wall, the money was appropriated for the border wall. I tried to get them to redirect that money. They didn't. They wouldn't. And in the meantime, there's nothing under the law other than they have to use the money for what was appropriate. I can't stop that.
But Biden also bluntly rejecting the efficacy of a border wall.
Do you believe the border wall works?
No.
That was CNN's reporter MJ Lee. The Border Patrol has captured more than 200,000 migrants crossing the border this month, the highest total imprisoned this year.
Deportation plans this morning as the Biden administration prepares to take action regarding Venezuelan immigrants. The White House announcing yesterday it will restart deportations of Venezuelans directly to their home country after a surging number of border crossings. The move was announced by senior administration officials, and they say it is currently underway.
we have made a determination that it is safe to return Venezuelan nationals who've arrived in the United States subsequent to July 31st and do not have a legal basis to remain here.
The Homeland Security Secretary says the law is targeting individuals who cross unlawfully and cannot prove a legal basis to remain in the U.S. This action is significant given the previously strained diplomatic relations between the U.S. and Venezuela. However, U.S. officials now report that Venezuela has agreed to accept the return of its nationals.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has some choice of words to say about former President Donald Trump. The governor was at a campaign event yesterday in Tampa. DeSantis took jabs at the former president, mainly making light remarks of his age and stamina.
Not that a campaign's the same as actually doing the job, but we need a president that's got energy. We need a president that's going to be full throttle for 8 years. We don't need any more presidents that have lost the zip on their fastball.
The original intent of the event was to support Florida sheriffs.
Legal maneuvering this morning in Trump's classified document case. The last big development in the case was yesterday when the former president's lawyers asked for a delay. Trump was accused of mishandling national security documents in his Florida residence at Mar-a-Lago. This is the second request attempt by the Trump team to postpone the date. Lawyers asked the judge to delay the trial and have it occur after the 2024 presidential election.
The U.S. economy is dealing with 3 huge picket lines, but it appears some progress is underway. CNN correspondent John Lawrence has an update on all 3 major strikes.
We got more workers walking out. Make some noise.
The largest healthcare strike in U.S. history is on day 3.
We don't feel valued. We don't feel that Kaiser executives are listening to the frontline workers.
More than 75,000 Kaiser Permanente employees are back on the picket line in California, Colorado, Oregon, and Washington state. The union coalition is demanding better pay and benefits, as well as more staffing.
We've been bargaining since April, okay? When we decided to give our 10-day strike notice, that's when bargaining actually started happening.
The Kaiser Permanente strike is set to end Saturday, but union officials say a longer strike could happen in November if a deal hasn't been made by then. Strike 2, the United Auto Workers, is still driving forward since it began last month.
I think we're at a point where it's a lose-lose. Now it's just a matter of how much does everybody want to lose?
General Motors said it made a counteroffer to the UAW's most recent proposal, adding in a statement that it is, quote, ready and willing to negotiate in good faith 24/7 to reach an agreement. As for the third and final strike, in a joint statement with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers Wednesday, SAG-AFTRA announced that talks will restart Friday. The parties are then expected to work over the weekend and resume on Monday. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
This upcoming holiday season, Adobe Analytics predicts record-setting discounts. Caplin News reporter Fabiola Ojeda has more from Doral.
Holiday season is around the corner, and this year there may be few people doing their shopping in store. Adobe Analytics mentioned that this year online discounts could exceed last year's. This is great news for online shoppers, but some still prefer the in-person holiday shopping experience.
I like shopping in person because I think it's important to feel the pieces to check. It's just better to go to a store, interact, try on the item, and check each piece that you can't verify online.
Some people claim that even though online will be having more discounts, they prefer to have the item in hand at the moment.
Yo prefiero también bastante comprar, obviamente en persona, porque me gusta mucho.
I prefer to shop in person because I like seeing the product I'm buying, and in store there's sales and coupons. And other than that, I always enjoy walking the stores and seeing products.
According to Adobe, people are going to be spending more than $221 billion online from November 1st until the end of this year. Adobe analysts are expecting online sales to increase 5% more than last year. Good news for online shoppers and a relief to your pocket. I'm Fabiola Ojeda reporting for Caplin News.
12 people are alive and uninjured after abandoning a cargo ship off the Virgin Islands. According to the U.S. Coast Guard, they rescued survivors after receiving a distress call Wednesday. The Coast Guard is also looking into whether the ship is considered a pollution risk to the area. They are also investigating what led to the emergency. Survivors climbed on the life raft to stay safe.
Kids love going to Disney World, and Disney is responding with a ticket price parents will love.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
I didn't realize I was going to get all this publicity because it just isn't fair.
She keeps going up in age, and she keeps plunging down from planes. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
See us dream. See us remember. See us protest.
You matter. Your feelings matter. Your identity matters. Everything about who you are matters.
See us fight back. See us rebuild. See us shatter stereotypes. See us inspire. See us united. See us now.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
A senior skydiver giving more than 100% on her 104th birthday. The golden years mean golden opportunities, and this woman is taking it all in.
Meet Dorothy Hoffner, the 104-year-old adrenaline junkie who is proving that you're never too old to have too much fun. Perfectly jumping from an airplane, she says she wasn't afraid. She is a pro at skydiving, this being her second time jumping from a plane.
No, I wasn't scared. Never. Because if everyone else is doing it, it had to be safe. I didn't realize I was going to get all this publicity because it's not, it just isn't fair.
Dorothy's first time free-falling with gravity was when she first hit the three-digit age. Now she may be the oldest person to ever tandem skydive.
Just for parents this morning, grab your Mickey ears and autograph books. Disney is offering a limited time deal for children. Between March 3rd and June 30th, Disney is offering $50 park tickets for children between the ages of 3 and 9. That's nearly half of the normal $98 for regular children's tickets. These special price tickets go on sale November 14th. The theme park is also offering half-off tickets and dining for children's plans when the family purchases a non-discounted 4-night, 4-day resort stay. You're watching Newsbreak. We're coming right back.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depressing stuff. That's what white people think. You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Julian Davis.
I'm Samantha Gutierrez. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.